So we are in the middle of the lockdown. It's 4 a.m. We are on the middle of a road, and I have crumbs all over me, and I'm very fucking tired. So how did we get here? So let's go back a few hours, and I am at a friend's house, and there is a problem. We cannot stay there sleeping. Okay, we didn't tell anyone. Her mother didn't know, so we could not just go in the house and sleep there. The option was to sleep on the back of the car in its garage. Okay, it's fucking cold though, so it's not the best idea. I would have liked it, but a friend of mine that basically lived nearby proposed this thing. Let's go to my house. It's 3 a.m. Let's take a walk and go to my house, and we can sleep there. How far? Oh, it's probably 5 kilometers. Okay, makes sense. Let's do this, like, fuck it. So it's 3 a.m. in the countryside. Okay, we're in the countryside, and we start working. I document everything. I take a few videos of what is happening, what we are doing, because, for memories. And we cannot see anything, okay? And this is a bit of a problem, because you literally start rendering things, okay? Like if you were in a video game 3 meters from you, okay? You could not see more than 3 meters from you. There was no light post, so like you could not see anything. And if there was something, if there was a pitfall, if there was an animal, you could not see that. And while we are working, it appears to me that it's been 5 kilometers and we have not yet arrived. So I go, Edo, how much is, like, how long do we have to walk for? Well, it was not 5 kilometers, it was actually 8. Okay, thanks for lying. And we keep going. And all of a sudden, I look on my right and I see two weirdly, like, a bit brighter spots, okay, on the top of the hill. And they are not just there. They are moving. They are running down the hill. I look at it for a moment. I look at my friends. They didn't see anything. I look again. And I say, bro, there are dogs chasing us. We start running for our lives. We start running so fucking fast. I've never run so fast. I've never run so scary. I'm there running, and I'm wondering, how the fuck did I end up here? What were the actions that led me to this moment? I am very fucking fatigued. I cannot run very fast, and I'm just there running for my life. The worst part? We had jackets and we had backpacks. The sound that backpacks made when they hit the jacket, for me, like, my brain was like, these are barks, okay? These are barks of dogs chasing us. I mean, they were chasing us, but this sound of the backpack, even if we overran them, if we were, maybe, like, they didn't chase us to the fucking end of the road, but I was hearing this backpack sound, like, hitting the jacket. It was like a bug for me, so I was even scared, like, more scared. We start running, bro. I don't know for how much we ran, but I remember that I was very pissed. I was very upset. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's very fucking hard to do. I don't like this. I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. So, like, a few 100 meters later, we kind of slow down because we were all tired as fuck. The dogs are not chasing us. It was very scary, and I have crumbs all over me. I never had crumbs in my. I don't know if it was on my quads. It probably was on my hamstrings. I never had cramps on my hamstrings. I had a few other cramps on my calves, and yeah, I was very fucking tired. And we were still not at home. I was, Edo, how far was it actually? And he finally reveals the truth. It was like 12 kilometers from the other friend's home. So yeah, we basically ran for our lives, and I was very tired. But I was so scared. Okay, there were literally dogs chasing us. And yeah, at the end, like, we arrive at home, and very slowly, and I'm fucking tired, bro. I the thing is that we could have easily stayed up all night because we arrived at like 5 a.m. So it was a bit useless to do that whole thing. That was a very bad experience. That said, I actually I'm glad I did it because I remembered it. I have a story to tell now. And I think that these kind of experiences are kind of not really a thing in our lives and no more, because you go to school, go back home, eat something, maybe go to the gym and read, I don't fucking know, the homeworks, okay? And I'm really trying to force these kind of experiences back into my life. I want to do something crazy, okay? Because at the end of the day, at the end of the life, you look back and what you do? Watch YouTube videos, like, it's a bit sad. So I really encourage people doing this, and don't risk your life. I mean, at least okay, no, don't risk your life. Okay, I'm not gonna, I don't wanna get in trouble. And yeah, what can I say, bro? These are the kind of things that you look back and you are talking to someone and you pull out of nowhere, and you are all having an interesting conversation, and not like, oh, what you watch last, like, what's your favorite TV show? It's kind of fucking boring. If you start off with, I was chased by dogs and I was running for my life, that's much interesting. That is something I want to hear, okay? So yeah, next time you're talking with someone, don't just go with the default questions like, what's your favorite TV series on Netflix? What you do in life? Like, what's your hobby? Yeah, kind of. It's more fun to tell these kind of stories. We were talking with my friends about this, and we wanted to, I don't know, fucking buy a ticket to a fucking random country, go stay there for one day and then go back. And when the tickets are cheap enough, I think I'll do it. Yeah, I don't really know why I told you this story in a cooking video. I just wanted to say it out loud, so I have it in general. And yeah, in this video I'm cooking random stuff, as I always do, random ingredients into the oven this time, and I have mushrooms, I have bread. Obviously I'm not following a recipe. If you know me, you know this, and if you don't know me, I am Fede, and I don't like conventional cooking advices. I don't like the current influencers that basically make cooking videos, because they are all very fucking overcomplicated. I don't like this. I think that if you are a human and you don't cook, okay, for yourself, and you buy packaged food, you're missing out. Not only you're missing out, you're also bullshitting yourself in saying that cooking is hard, because cooking is not hard. And yeah, my goal at the moment is to show the world, to show the people that you can cook in the most careless way possible, and you will still like it. I made a very powerful guide, yet my most useful video in my opinion. It is called I change the title pretty often, so I don't know how it's called, but it's basically my pleasure hypothesis. Maybe it's called How to Make Food Delicious, or maybe it's called Why You Like Junk Food. I don't know, but yeah, you can follow that if you want to start this thing. And yeah, if you want to join our small movement, I really appreciate it. You can subscribe and yeah, start cooking for yourself. Start eating healthy. Start losing weight or gaining weight in a healthy way, because you don't want to do some dirty bulking if you're into that. And if you just want to live in a happier life, you don't want to eat packaged food, which I used to. I always say this. I had basically these closets with these weird sweets in here. Now we only have 90% chocolate and some other healthier shit. And I used to binge on junk food very often. So yeah, if you are in a similar situation, or even if you are just someone who wants to improve its lifestyle, consider subscribing and consider cooking yourself. That's all that I want, to be honest. I really want you to take action and start cooking in a less controlled, complicated manner. If you see my videos, I'm always improvising, okay? It is probably in my titles. I don't know how we'll title this video. I'm experimenting with different titles. If you got any suggestion, tell me. I basically I'm improvising, okay? I literally opened the fridge live with the camera on and started looking for ingredients and put them together. I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest. It turned out very good though, okay? I really liked those. That meal was extremely fucking good. And yeah, I don't know. Do you need anything? Can I make a video for you? Yeah, if you need some advice, if you need anything, tell me in the comments and I will consider making a video on that. Okay, as a bonus, I will tell you why I did what I did in this video. So I took mushrooms, and I like mushrooms because they are umami. And I had bread. Honestly I had leftover bread, so I took that just to finish it. And yeah, then I took some cheese, and that is fatty, umami. Also, no, not so really salty, but I added everything together. Then okay, I was expecting to give you some like some real advice. Actually, I don't fucking know. This is how I cook for real. Like, this is how I go about cooking. I just follow the pleasure hypothesis. I just try to include at least 3 or 4 other pillars, and so yeah, that's why I added salt. Never underestimate salt. Yeah, I just took everything I had and mixed ingredients. This, by the way, this is how you can cook yourself. The first time I cooked, okay, was cooked. Okay, cooked is a word. Like, the first time I basically approached this mindset, okay, was when I had to eat something. I didn't know what to eat, because this is a very big problem. Like, you know, when you are at home and you really don't know what to cook, okay, but there is a fuck ton of food around you. You're in the kitchen and there is a fuck ton of food around you. You just don't know what to eat, okay. This is a very common problem, and the more you adopt this mindset, the less that problem will be present, will be there. I don't know. No. Anyway, the first time was when I had something to eat, and I basically took a can of beans, okay, white beans, and I added them into a bowl, and I tasted it. It was like kind of bland, so I added 2 pillars, which are oil and salt. At the time, I didn't know there were these like pillars and these things to keep in mind to always make your food taste good. So at the time, I just added like instinctively salt and fat, meaning olive oil, and I liked it very much more. I liked it more that way. So I also added some black pepper, because I like black pepper, and I also added maybe some sweet paprika. Okay, so we have a little bit sweetness there, and yeah, it was very good. Now, was still not good enough for me, so I basically took an onion. Okay, I literally saw an onion, I took it and chopped it in. I didn't think about it. I just saw an onion, cut it into pieces. Now it was really good. Okay, not purposely. I added basically acidity and sweetness with the onion, and that was a great combo. Okay, I just created my own meal out of nothing, out of thin air. I didn't have a recipe. Look, this is my thing with recipes. Recipes are totally fine to follow them. You can follow recipes. This is how I began to cook, so absolutely stick to the recipes, but do not constantly stick to recipes. Just like take recipes as kind of a training ground, okay? You follow the recipe, you see what it's all about, and then start questioning yourself. Why is he making me do this? Is this really necessary? Can I take this out of the equation? Can I add something to the recipe? Can I add something to the equation? Okay? And this is what it's all about if you want to learn how to cook in a more friendly way, okay? Try recipes and then make them your own. So yeah, that was the first time I cooked something. I just mixed raw ingredients. Okay, I don't know if I can call it cooking. I don't care. I will call it cooking anyway, because I was still preparing food, and that is cooking to me, even though there was no heating involved. But yeah, and that was one thing. Over time, I was able to discover those the reason we liked those things. Okay, the reason I liked that the 6 pillars I mentioned in the video. And once you know them, bro, just taking ingredients that have at least, like, the sum of the ingredients have at least 4 of those pillars, and you're fine. There is nothing really crazy about it. Obviously, you can have just a few, maybe even 3, but they're really strong. Yeah, sorry, not strong. They are really intense of the pillar type. So maybe intense on the umami. It is very umami. It is very savory. Or maybe intense on the fatty side. It is very fat, so you like it more. So you can get away with not using all pillars as long as they are intense enough. But yeah, pretty much take those ingredients, mix them together, and you got yourself an enjoyable meal. This is how easy it is. This is what I always do in these videos. I take, for example, in this case I had mushrooms. So I had mushroom, which is umami. Then I had salt, which is salty. I had fat from the butter. I added a notch of butter, if you noticed. And also the cheese is a bit fat. I had digestibility, very important, with bread. I even had sweetness, a little bit of sweetness, not very much, with the onions. That, by the way, not only sweetness, also acidity, okay? Again, that acidity was not very intense, and the sweetness was not very intense. But remember, I also added, if you noticed, a splash of honey. Bro, that was a game changer. I never tried this, but it's actually fucking great. So that was a thing, okay? I had sweetness. There was a lot of umami. Was a fair amount of fat and salt. And I don't know why I added eggs. I don't know, I had them, so I used them. I like eggs. And that is kind of it. Now that you know these informations, try to apply them to your own life. Oh, I forgot, I also did a yogurt. I'm basically making my own yogurt, if you noticed, and I made a bowl with yogurt and pomegranate. I fucking love pomegranate. It takes a bit to clean, to open, and to take the seeds out, but it's all worth it. It's so good. And yeah, that is kind of it. That is what I ate that day. I usually make videos on that, what I eat in a day. I mean, what I cook, okay, in that day. So for example, now it is 12. I am gonna go into the kitchen and record a video of me cooking and eating, and it will be the next video. So you kind of get the idea of the content I'm trying to make. I don't know if this will be long term, but at the moment, this is a good way I found to try to pass down the knowledge I have. And yeah, that is it. Is there anything else I can say? Yeah, no, I think that's everything. Just go in your kitchen now and try to make something yourself, just by following those pillars. If you get stuck, try following the recipe, and then once you know what you're doing, try it without a recipe. And if you change something, it's fine.
Thank you.